Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Tom. My name is Alexis Mitchell. I am your host. It's been a minute since I've been uploading any videos, but I'm back and I am very glad to be back on the camera. I'm going to share, before I get into the topic, my topic that I'm talking about tonight is AIDS. And I'm going to talk about what it is and how it affects your body and everything, and how you can get it. So I'm going to talk about that. But before I go into the topic, I'm going to tell you a little bit what's going on with Let's Talk Tom and what I'm doing and the events that's coming up. And I'm also going to share a personal story. It relates with HIV and AIDS and stuff like that. But I want to share I had a speaking engagement last month. It was the teen center. I was asked to speak at the teen center. I was going to film it due to circumstances that happened at the event. I was not even able to speak. So therefore, something happened in the building or something, and it was raining that day, so everybody had to get out the building. So when I got up to speak, it was time to get out. So they said that they was going to redo that. They was going to rearrange that event. So therefore, I had told a lot of my Facebook friends that I was going to upload the speech. So I did not get to speak, but they said they would definitely be having me back. So that was in June. June the 10th. Also, I am so excited about this event that's coming up Monday. I will be speaking on the radio with Byron Glass, and the event is called the show is called The Smoking Hour with Byron Glass. I hope I said that right. The Smoking Hour with Byron Glass. But I will be speaking with him on the radio, and I am so excited about that. I want to make sure I said his name right. I don't want to make no mistakes, so I'm going to go on here and look at my Facebook page so I can make sure I said it right. Yes, I did. I said it right. It's the Smoking Glass Hour with Byron Glass. They are in Louisiana. I'm a classmate of mine. I want to give a shout out to April Holcomb. Thank you for looking at my page and recommending me to him. I had no idea. I just want to tell you thank you. I appreciate you so very much for doing that for me. I am so honored. So when I got in contact with him, he liked what I was doing, and so he asked me to come be a guest on the radio. So Monday I will be speaking with Byron Glass on his radio show, The Smoking Hour with Byron Glass. If you want to listen to it, it starts at 7 p.m. Monday in the evening. If you can't access the radio, you can go online. You can go to www.thesmokingglasshour.com and you can listen to it live. He's going to be interviewing me about my page concerning Let's Talk Tom and my book that I am writing and many more other things. So I am excited about hitting the airwaves. God is so good, and I am so excited. I am. And I want to give a shout out to my Facebook friends, the people that have followed the videos, the people that have followed the post on Facebook. I appreciate you. I thank you. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am that you have took out your time to watch these videos, and I pray that it is touching your lives, is inspiring you. You know, I pray that you are helping somebody that have HIV, help them cope with it. So I'm just very grateful. So once again, I will be on the radio Monday. Very excited about it. Very excited about it. I want to, just in case you may pick it up on the radio, I want to tell you the station of the radio. I should have wrote notes down, but it's okay. The name of the station is WACO 4 State Trail Ride. Once again, the name of the radio station is WACO 4 State Trail Ride. So, and if you can't pick it up on the radio, once again, you can log online. It'll be www.thesmokingglasshour.com. Even if you just got it on your phone, you can download an app on your smartphone, and the name of the app is TuneIn app, and then you will search for WMAD 24-hour radio. You will search for WMAD 24-hour radio. So once again, and if you don't catch this video, of course it's on my Facebook page. The information is there, and I'm just encouraging you to tune in. Open your hearts and minds to what we're going to be talking about, because AIDS is so real. It's not a joke. It's very much real, and it's very much taking our people. And if we don't get educated about it, then we won't know how to deal with it. So, you know, the Bible says, without knowledge, the people perish because of lack of knowledge, and because you rejected knowledge. So we have to really get, you know, educated about what this disease is. So those are the things that are happening, and I'm really excited. Okay, I'm going to talk about the interviews. I have several people that I've asked to speak on certain topics, and this topic here, the nurse, I work with her, she will be interviewed for AIDS, Tiffany Wells Frazier. I was supposed to interview a minister. He haven't got back with me yet, but whenever he get with me, we will also discuss religion. But Tiffany Wells Frazier will be interviewed for this one, for AIDS, for the topic AIDS. So after I'm doing a video, and then after I get through, I will be interviewing her. So that is also what's going on. Now I want to share a personal story with my viewers about STD and AIDS and sexually transmitted diseases. I want to share this story. This is my story. When my brother passed, Tom's passing was definitely a wake-up call for me as a woman, as being responsible sexually, as, you know, getting into the right relationships. It just was a wake-up call for me. It was a very eye-opener that my brother's life could have been me. So after the funeral and stuff, I began to cope with his death and get over it and heal. I went to the clinic. I get a yearly checkup every year. I'm always checking myself, because you have to. But I was when I went and got checked, I was very scared, because I'm thinking about, oh, my brother died of AIDS. He done died of AIDS. And you know, the enemy will play with your mind and say, hey, you may have it, or you know, he'll bring up everything that you ever did. So I went to go get checked, and usually when you don't get a phone call, you okay. But when you get a phone call, something is wrong. So I went and got checked, and 8 days later, I got a phone call. I got this big old hole in my stomach. I was so scared. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the doctor spoke to me and was like, this is Alexis? And I said, yes, this is her. And he began to tell me, we need you to come in the office. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? You know, and he said, well, I can't tell you over the phone, but you need to come in the office. And I just wanted some answers because he couldn't tell me anything. But he told me, he said, it's not HIV. You're fine. It's a normal STD. You come in and you take the medication and you'll be okay. And so when he told me that, I broke down and cried. I really did. I broke down and cried over the phone because my brother's death is still fresh, and I just broke down and cried. And the doctor was like, Alexis, breathe in, breathe out. I was like, okay. And I got myself together, went on up to the clinic. They told me what I had. I took some antibiotics and did what they told me to do. And the lady was talking to me, and she said, you have to be careful these days. She said, oh, you're gonna be fine. You just a normal situation. And I said, I know. And so as I was talking to her, and then she was giving me the medicine, I shared my brother's story. And she was like, wow. I said, yeah. And I said, this happened to him. And I said, trust me, I'm going to be very careful. So when I walked out of that clinic, I felt like God had his angels around me. It made me really take my life, my relationships, my health, because that could have been me. You know, what happened to my brother, that could have been me. They could have been saying, Alexis, you have HIV. You know, because it's just so real. So when I walked out of that clinic, I felt so much better. I felt like God had his hands on me. So now, I promise you, relationship-wise, I'm taking more precautions. I'm praying. I'm consulting God, because it can easily be you. It could easily be me. AIDS don't care what color you is. AIDS don't care if you're black, white, blue, or green. If it gets in your body, it can eat you up. So I just wanted to share that story with my viewers. Okay, now that I have shared that story, we're going to talk about AIDS, and we're going to find out what it is. So I got my computer with me, so I won't have to write so many notes. So we're going to discuss AIDS. All right. AIDS is, of course, we know it's a disease. The name of the word AIDS stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. AIDS stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. Before it turns into full-blown AIDS, it is called HIV, and that is called Human Immune Deficiency Virus Infection. So, as we know, I'm going to read the definition. AIDS is a disease of the human immune system caused by infection with human immunodeficiency virus. The term HIV/AIDS represents the entire range of disease caused by the HIV virus, from an early infection to a late stage symptoms. During the initial infection, a person may experience a brief period of influenza-like illness. This typically followed This is typically followed in prolonged. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. This is typically followed by a prolonged period without symptoms. As illness progresses, it interferes more and more with the immune system, making the person much more likely to get infections, including optimistic infections and tumors that do not usually affect people who have working immune systems. Okay, so it just basically describes what HIV and AIDS do to your body. It breaks down your immune system. And our immune system fights off so many different bacteria and stuff like that. And so when that virus gets in your system, it slowly breaks your body down. And so that's why when a person first get HIV, you couldn't tell who has it, because sometimes it don't show up. It does the body different. AIDS does each individual different. Some people, you'll never guess. You will never know who have AIDS unless you go and get them tested. There are people walking around perfectly healthy, got the right shape. It's not how skinny you is. It's not how fat you is. It's inside your body. And it slowly breaks your immune system down. And once your immune system is broke down, you can't fight off anything. You are open to any disease, any other disease besides AIDS. So that's what it does. I'm going to read this. It says HIV is transmitted primarily via unprotected sexual intercourse, including anal and oral sex, contaminated blood transfusions, hypodermic needles, and from mother to child during pregnancy, delivery, or breastfeeding. Some body fluids such as saliva and tears do not transmit HIV. Prevention of HIV is primarily through safe sex and needle exchange programs. The key strategy is to control the spread of the disease. There is no cure or vaccine. However, antiretroviral, however you say that word, treatment can slow the course of the disease that may lead to a near normal life expand. While antiviral treatment reduces the risk of death and complications from the disease, these medications are expensive and have side effects. Without treatment, the average survival time after infection with HIV is estimated to be from 9 to 11 years, depending on the HIV subtype. So that's basically those paragraphs are telling you how you can get it. Basically, you can get it from unprotected sex, mother to child, and sharing needles. That's how you can contract the virus, from unprotected sex, sharing needles, and breastfeeding. Mothers that have newly born babies and they have the HIV virus, they cannot breastfeed. So, and it's also saying that there is no cure for AIDS, but they got medicines that helps you live longer. And they were saying that it was saying there how, the expense is very expensive and have side effects, but they have so many sources out there for low income people that to help you get your medication. Alabama AIDS South is one of them. They they test you, and they will help you 100%. They will help you get your medicine. They'll help you get a roof over your head, everything. So there is no excuse why you can't live.